Hey folks, Quill18 here, and welcome to our Wednesday live stream, which, to be honest, about 30 minutes ago I wondered, should I just cancel the stream today? I did not get enough sleep last night. I was up later, had bad quality sleep, got up super early, it was very annoying. I was sitting down to get ready to play Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup today. Get everything ready, and I realized I am so kind of tired and edgy, almost certainly I would be impatient and rushing things and probably get us killed. And I don't want to ruin our Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup run. I'm really enjoying it. We're pretty deep in. I'd rather not die to a stupid reason. So just a few minutes before the stream started, I made the decision of I'm not going to play Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup. I haven't quite figured out what I'm playing yet. About a few different things. Yeah, well, I did mention one of the ARPGs. So Weird Darkness saying maybe an ARPG. And Kentos makes a point, hard to do an ARPG for one stream, though. One of the things I thought of could look at some Titan Quest or something like that. Because Titan Quest 2, they've been working on it for a while. And the page for it, for Titan Quest, does have like, and this is from back in March, like an invitation sign up to try to request access to the Titan Quest 2 alpha. So I don't know how far away they are from doing kind of a bit of a release announcement. It might be interesting to derp around a little bit in TQ1. The other thing that is my general I'm brainless filler game these days has been Brotato, which is a stupid amount of fun. Still got a couple of characters on the second map, the Abyss map, to clear out. More than a couple, actually. We could do some runs of that. The other thing, and I don't know how well this would work the same way, but a couple of weeks ago, I finally got my copy of Earthborn Rangers, the board game that I've been looking forward to for a very long time. And I've been playing it with A Kiss for Luck and Essentia. And last night I played it with some of my buddies, and I had a great fun. And there is a version of it for Tabletop Simulator, so we could derp around in there. I didn't want anything like too brainer that needed too much focus, and that's on the higher end of it, but I've just been playing it, so I think it'd be pretty high up there. Did Titan Quest 2 come out like years ago? No. There's been Titan Quest expansions. There has been there's Grim Dawn, if you're talking about that. But not Titan Quest 2. Oh, Sarah, you have Earthborn Rangers, so fun. Yeah. We've only in both the groups I'm playing with, we've only made it through the first day. But it was a lot of fun. I ended up just randomly playing a forager in both, although in one I'm playing a shaper and in the other explorer. Do you see that Last Epoch is getting a massive update soon? Speaking of ARPGs, I think they were announcing their like season 3 or whatever, right? Announcement. That was back, yeah. Beneath Ancient Skies. I didn't look at the trailer or everything that's involved in that. We'll see. Kenshi, no. I didn't enjoy Kenshi the first time I played it. You thought Titan Quest or another clone, maybe. Okay. Yeah, the DLC for Against the Storm, I think, comes out tomorrow, right? The Night Watchers or whatever? What's it called? Oh, that's about... Yeah, Night Watchers DLC. And the 1-point update. And I think is coming July 1st at 5 p.m. So tomorrow. I don't know if that's the expansion. Yeah, along with the DLC. So tomorrow there'll be some new exciting content for Against the Storm. We'll probably do for a big revisit in there. That'll be great. Hang on, let me open up a soda here. Project Porcupine. I should watch a trailer for Last Epoch. I should do that. I'm not really set up to do the watching trailers on stream and stuff here. I don't think we'll do that. New development sometime. I really do want to get back into some game dev stuff, but it's so hard to find these various focuses, find time. Inscription's a good game. I don't know. Man, I'm so sorry. I wish I'd realized how tired I was going to be earlier so I could properly think ahead of time. Good fishing stream. I don't have Fishing Planet installed. That is a very fun game. Yeah, maybe let's do some Titan Quest. If you're not cool, you want to be here for Titan Quest, like, that's fine. I get it. Kind of a shit stream here. But let's load up Titan Quest and see how we feel about it. Titan Quest Anniversary Edition. I remember for the longest time, I'd only played Titan Quest and I hadn't played Grim Dawn because yes, Titan Quest coming soon. Wishlist now. Because I'm like, I don't know, the sort of Victorian grimdark thing didn't really appeal to me, and I like the the ancient lore, especially like the Greek stuff and the Egyptian stuff is very cool. Sprouticus. I don't know what characters I got. I got a bunch of them. That's true. A bunch of various characters. I feel like Sprouticus is probably one we streamed for a little bit at some point on the thing. Level 8 summoner. Probably doesn't have a second class yet. Should we just start someone new? Should we just start someone new and called Petra? Right? Should we do that? Let's go with blue for a tunic. We could start at one of the higher level things, which is what this is, but I don't know. We'll just start level 1. What kind of build do we like? You guys want to see spellcaster? Do you want to see something that involves mostly weapon play?
You there, soldier?
Could play like necromancer's a possibility. Use the guns. No guns in here, unfortunately.
You saved
I guess
my
I should need to
horse.
update the game categories and stuff too. I don't know, whatever. I'll leave it on just chatting. That's probably going to be the focus here. Caster. All right, we'll see. At this, you can disable tutorial tips. That's going to be fine.
Hello, stranger.
All right, quests, lores. Oh, we're reading so much of it. All right, we got to come over here and do a thing. So we're starting in ancient Greece, and there's actually a cool cutscene for the game and everything. Oh, we're going to grab the torch, and we are going to wield that instead for some earlier damage. We'll be looking at stats soon, but we don't even have a class yet. What I like about these games, so Titan Quest and Grim Dawn, is that I can't remember if you can dual wield torches. I think the answer might be no. But what I like about these two is that, yeah, you don't pick a class right away, and in fact, you end up picking 2 classes, and your character's a combination of the 2, which is a really cool mechanic. So, just kill a few more dudes over here, and we'll try to level up. Okay, I should really put a game title down. Oh, do we not? Man, some quality of life stuff that I'm used to from Grim Dawn isn't in here. Drink a potion. Pop you. Let me go and set the game. What's this? Am I dying in the background? Nope, not Grim Dawn. They're Titan Quest. Am I dying? Die, birdie. Ooh, I do like the crow-splosions, though. They're great, and all the feathers. All right, we're about halfway to level. The first little dude you got to kill here can be a little tricky. It might be worth getting yourself up to level 2 before you actually take him on. Also, we don't have any healing potions, and that's not great. We will get a full heal when we level up here, which is going to be okay. The boss, yeah, they're going to just kite me backwards to the boss. I'm just going to go and see if I can find something else to boop really quick. Just get the last bit of leveling. I should have taken a more circuitous path to the first dude we have to kill. Come on. Oh my god. Nearly there. No, I'm really not looking for you. Unless you give me XP for talking to you, that'd be nice. Boom. Boom. Like 2 more dudes, I bet. Nope, I've used a potion already. I'm trying to save the potions. I could go to town, but I was trying to save the potions. That's why I was like, it'll heal on the level up, so I'm trying not to use the potion for it. All right. So we can pick our class. So the question is, a lot of people voted for caster. I like the idea. What kind of caster will we be? So I suppose probably the most pew caster might be like Storm plus Earth combo. Right? Lightning, lava, that's all good and fun. Yeah, minion stuff. Well, there's a few different ways to get minions. Dream, spirit, which is sort of necromancy stuff. Nature's got a few. I mean, yeah, we could, there's a few different possibilities there. But storm and lightning, I mean, who doesn't love sparky boom stuff? Oh yeah, and her name is Petra, so Earth does make a lot of sense. So we should start with one of these two. Maybe we end up with both and just play a pure elementalist kind of thing. When did Titan Quest come out with this class, Naden? I'm not running any mods, am I? Storm first. Quazzle's very storm. Yeah, we can continue our theme from the DCSS run. All right, storm. Yeah, I know. I keep thinking of that. Whatever you choose, it will heed your call. Earth, wind. No, it's not earth, wind, and fire. What is it called? Like the shaman thing. Heed my call. All right, so just like Grim Dawn, we just got 3 skill points. We can invest in the Storm Mastery itself, which gives us a bunch of stats, which is actually, generally speaking, investing in your mastery is a pretty good way to boost your survivability. What do we get? We get an Ice Shard spell we can pick up, or we can take Storm Nimbus, which we activate, and it puts an enchantment on our attacks. So there's just a chance on hit to deal bonus cold and lightning damage. So we can play like melee lightning-y kind of person, or we can just kind of pelt people with some ice projectiles. You can respec in this game. The respec person does take you a little bit to reach. You've got to get to Delphi, but then after that, yeah, you can respec whenever you want. So we shall see. Yeah, that other class must be from the latest DLC. Maybe I just never played it. If you're a spellcaster, all right. Couple of ranks and ice shards sounds great. Let's go and throw that on our right click. Pew, pew, pew. Do I have the portal tech? No, we don't get that yet, because otherwise I would portal to town and get some extra potions here. Which really I should have sold some random like gray trash to get some potions, but... Canceled my own cast animation there. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Alright, so we got a level 4 Beastmaster here, who's annoyingly dodging some of my shit from time to time. Let's pick up this Shrine of Healing.
More energy.
Oh, out of energy. Yeah, see, I don't have a mana pot. Can I pop this chest, or is it locked by the boss? Yeah, it's locked by the boss. This one too? No, not that one. But no mana potions. Alright, we got the kill. That's good. Ice Shard does pretty good damage at this point. So yellow items over there. We'll pick up all the rest of these white items, which are non-magic, but we'll grab a few just for some initial gear, initial selling. There is energy potions in here. Dang it. Wow, we're already full up. Amazing. We probably want to keep these staves, because they do elemental type damage. And our elemental type damage from both our spells and our attacks, I believe, should scale with our intelligence. So we'll probably end up using one of these. Okay, this has got no modifiers. This has got some modifier, which may or may not be all that important. We're not going to keep the weapons. We've got some equipment requirements for some of these things. Yeah, so trash that. This has got some energy regeneration, which is nice. Energy is our mana. Our Quip Torch is better than this one? It's whiskey and chocolate! I didn't realize they could be slightly different.
Thanks for all the good content always. Enjoy, smile.
Right, I was going to sell some of this, but I'm going to grab this first. Who dat? Whoa! Hang on a second. Let me re-pick up a few things to sell. Can I portal yet? No, I'm going to have to walk back. Maybe I needed to click on the orb site. I can't remember. Oh, I don't have the Streamlabs page up for the proper... Come on. I said I did not get enough sleep. Everything I'm doing is mushy today. Everything is in slow motion in my head. Anomaly Hunter, thank you very much for that. That is really appreciated. Thanks for all the good content. Always enjoy. Thank you. I was going to say something about going and getting some whiskey, but apparently what I make... Oh, is there a regen shrine over here? Of course there is. But apparently what I need is some coffee more than anything else. Or no coffee, so I can actually just sleep tonight. That's more likely what we need to do. Oh, yes, we can increase our ability score too. So a lot of times I don't instantly increase the ability score here, because a lot of times I want to be able to respond to gear with equipment requirements or stat requirements, which for all I know, we do have. So this is level, yeah. Oh, that's a level 8 staff? Jesus, I should sell that. All right, yeah, we turned in your quest. Great, excellent, lovely. Defeated that evil shaman. So I could have come here before and bought some potions.
Buy what you need here.
Level 3, strength, energy regeneration. Okay, I'm going to sell that. Hold on to this. Sell you. I'm going to sell that and these guys. You know what? I'm going to sell that staff since we're not going to have it for a little while. I'll keep these for the next level up. That's going to be fine. And then over here, I'm going to pick up a few energy potions. And yeah, I was going to say shift click buys a bunch of those things. And then we are out of money, and that's okay. So I'm going to wait on this a little bit so that we can respond to equipment stuff that might happen. We got a caravan driver here, which does also include shared storage. We're going to ignore it for now, although we've got some good stuff in there. And yeah, I think if I'd activated this first, I would have been able to fast travel back, and I probably should have done that. So currently, we have to find Leonidas in Sparta. Sparta? How are we going to know if we're somewhere and that this is Sparta? How could we possibly know that? We'd really need someone to tell us, and, like, telegraph it. He's super vocal. I don't know, maybe this Leonidas guy could know. He's one of the, Thundercats, right? Leonidas? I'm pretty sure. Now, one thing with this game is it is very easy to, like, toggle off the little loot pop-up. And then all of a sudden you realize you haven't seen a drop in a while. So, oh, hello, XP Shrine. I was going to say, mostly we don't actually have to go around killing them. I'm going to have to whack a few more dudes, like with my weapon here, just to preserve a little bit of mana. But there's a Shrine of Experience here, so we definitely want to take advantage of it. So I'm going to drink a mana potion, hit the Shrine of XP, and then try to kill as many dudes as we can within this window. Really what we need here is an AoE to be a billion times more efficient. I'm going to ignore the... just the common items, the white tier stuff. We're looking for at least yellow at this point. I could set up a little bit of a loot filter-ish. Doesn't have the same quality of life as Grim Dawn, but it ain't bad. So we got a little side quest over here. I think there's a dude I could have talked to that would have hinted at this little side quest. But like most ARPGs, you don't actually need to do things in order. You don't need a quest to do a quest. How dare you run away?
Need more energy.
So I don't think in the long term, let's grab that. Get a shield going on. Oh, I already had a shield. So I don't think I'm going to do ice focus things probably, but we may just be reliant on this for now. I really am wondering if the best thing to do might be to like pick up the Storm Nimbus for the attack stuff. It's Spellbreaker, Thunderball. See, Thunderball sounds like it might be fun. I don't think I've used a lot of these abilities. I'm just going to drop 3 points in Storm Mastery, which is just going to give us a ton of base stats, which is going to be useful for equipping items as well. And we did level up to 3, so we can go and put on both those things and both these shields. Actually, this shield is slightly better, so... Well, the damage, which doesn't matter because it's just offhand stuff. But we're going to have some more energy regeneration now, which is going to be very good quality. These little sparkly dudes with the purple names, they are for a quest. Hello.
Human face.
Yes, you have been freed. Congratulations. I think it equipped the protective garland, which is a hat, apparently, with some resist. Excellent. I don't think we're going to use that yellow weapon, but we'll see. Squall is all you need early on. Okay. Keep it out. How high up is Squall? Right here. Create a windstorm in the target area that decreases projectile attacks and accuracy of enemies caught within it. Okay, so it's an AoE you drop in an area. Cool, that does sound like a very effective clearing tool. Love it. I think we're going to be able to talk to a guy back in the town we just were to turn this in. But we're going to keep pushing for now, at least until we find the next waypoint. I mean, that's generally, in a lot of these ARPGs, that's your sense of progression through the campaign is you're going to go until you reach a fast travel point. Otherwise, you're going to have to repeat an area. Yeah, really need some AoE shit here. Squall starts very weak, but gets some credit player powerful at max level. Okay. Where the hell are these guys going? You know, you're making it a lot harder to target you. Mana shortages. Gotta save all these losers. Can't even defend themselves after against some goat
the
people.
satyrs have always been there, deep in
All right, thanks for the XP and gold. So again, I haven't spent my actual stats. I think, you know what? Tell you what we're going to do. Well, we are going to get, from leveling up in Stormmaster, we're going to get a bunch of intelligence and dexterity. We might not be getting strength, and we might need some strength for some gear. A lot of the armor and stuff like that will have a strength requirement. So we might want to get some of it just for that. But we don't really care about boosting physical damage. So the other thing to do is just put all your points in the health. And then just spend in one of these others just to be able to equip something. So I think I will actually just keep sitting on these points for a little while longer. Can't remember if you can respec your attributes in this game. I don't think so. Because you can in Grim Dawn, because in the expansions they added a potion that would reset your attributes, but I'm not sure that that exists in Titan Quest. Making you want to fire up Titan Quest? Yeah. And it's funny, like, for so long, I was like, why would I ever play Grim Dawn when I've got Titan Quest? And it's like, it turned out really good. All right, so we got another sort of elite mini-boss type dude over here. Now, I believe after we kill him, what we want to do is talk to the guy we just talked to. It's very easy to forget. But man, I gotta say, this spell does huge damage right now. This is clearing like crazy. Stone Hammer. I mean, it's pretty smashy, but we're not going to dirty our hands. Well, we could, because the thing is, we could just go play sort of Gish style, where what we do is we enchant weapons and then just kick the shit out of things like that. Isn't there expansion coming to Green Dawn? There is too, and I keep waiting for it. Originally, they'd been hoping, I think they'd originally been hoping early 2025. I think they have, apparently they keep expanding and adding content. So they're like saying, no, we're pushing it back. I don't know if it's supposed to be late 2025 or early 2026 at this point. But yeah, it's not one of those like, oh, we need more testing to make sure the polish is there. It's, we keep adding more stuff, so we're not done yet. Like, all right, that's a pretty legit reason to maybe slow things up. Yeah, so our melee attacks are just crap. I mean, admittedly, I haven't upgraded from this torch for a little bit.
Need more
Let's
energy.
drink a mana pot. Hey, another level up. I'll tell you what, we'll rush for Squall and then see what we can do with it. So let's just put more points into our Storm Mastery. So there's actually no reason for me to put more points into Ice Shard right now, because it's basically one-shotting things, and it would just increase its mana cost. Okay, well, that one didn't. I guess these are getting a little tougher. As I say, we're one-shotting everything. I guess it's more two-shotting right now.
The Spartan army.
Okay, this is going to be a big fight here. So let's open a town portal. This is a respawn location. This is what we've unlocked. It's not a fast travel point, but we can town portal and come back. So, we got you.
Still alive?
Yeah, Tellus still alive. I think, do we have someone to talk to out here too, or is it just you? I guess it was just you. These are all, I guess these are all done. They're all checked off. Yeah, all right.
So,
Hey, bro. I mean, I may as well equip that, because if I have to melee, it'll do more damage. And then offense ability will increase my accuracy and stuff. I'm going to sell the stone hammer. And then I'm going to purchase enough potions that I'm not going to have to worry about for a while. All right, let's go back out. Why is this? Sometimes this. Why is this click spot not clicking? I should be able to go back to my portal. It's not highlighting. Do I need 2 of these? I have my town portal. Something's broken here. okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to exit the main menu and relog back in with Petra here, because it should spawn me at the fountain where the last fountain I poked. Yeah, right over here. Okay. That is weird, though. All right, so I think this is the place where we're going to see a bunch of soldiers. Oh, no, I'm not there yet. I'm not at the freaking Cyclops yet. Okay. I'm going to see a bunch of Spartan soldiers just get absolutely obliterated. Yeah, look, like right now, our little melee weapon, especially with the Battle Shrine, of course, is just going to chew through these guys so much more than my otherwise unranked spell. They're taking some damage because these guys are assholes. I mean, we don't have tremendous armor, but archers in this game with their piercing damage are actually really annoying. I don't have to fight these guys, and arguably I should be skipping past them to get, you know, more late game content. I mean, part of the problem, Demoniac, isn't that we played until just after midnight. It's the part of the problem is that I was caffeinating to get through the thing. So then, even afterwards, even after we were done playing, and people left, I wasn't able to sleep right away. And then I just kept waking up at night too, which is no real good reason. It was worth it though. The game was great. Very nearly just streamed myself playing some Tabletop Simulator, Earthborn Rangers right now. I might still do it a little bit as maybe a YouTube campaign or something. So then maybe I could cut out bits where I'm like double checking rules or something like that. That might be less exciting. Frostbite Shrine, so I think it's just adding cold damage to my attacks. Some damage. Health pot. Hey, our essence. All right, so these things are like come in like groups of threes. The Grim Dawn originally started with that too, but then they like, no, this is like sucky and boring. Let me go and invest a couple points in the health. Could also invest a couple points in energy to get more of a mana pool. I don't know if that's energy regen though. No, intelligence is. I don't know if I care about the depth of my mana pool so much as the regen. I'll put 2 points into intelligence and save a couple. Again, I like to keep some around to be able to quickly adjust. That was a dead end, right? Yeah. To be able to quickly adjust to gear requirements. Probably shouldn't, well, I was gonna say shouldn't bother picking up gold. Like, you can just pick up some items and sell them for more money. Yeah, see, this is exactly the sort of shit I need some AoEs for. And my potions are on cooldown, so let's run away for a second. And I could actually just ignore these guys. I don't have to go that way. Hopefully find a little bit of the gap. Now, Grim Dawn, in my opinion, is the game that has the best... Oh, shit. We're still in range of those guys. Has the best melee targeting. It's the only game I've ever enjoyed playing a melee character in for an ARPG. Titan Quest doesn't quite have that aspect. So it's another one of those where you might be using like melee weapons and consider it that way, but you're using abilities and stuff like that that feel more sort of AoE and semi-range like. But most ARPG falls under that trap of it's hard to make melee work in this game, in action RPGs.
Need more energy.
Stuff. Sweet. Almost another level up. I don't even know if I'm going to get XP from killing these guys. No, I didn't get any XP from that. I think once the friendly NPCs start helping out, then you get nothing. All right, so Leonidas is just hanging out in his tent by himself. He doesn't want to talk to me right now until I prove things. We got a respawn spot. See this? There we go. Now it's lit. See? I can mouse over this one. I don't know. Maybe you can't until you've got 2. I didn't think so.
I'm busy enough supplying this. What do you want?
Let's get extra potions.
Thank you for not loitering.
Mm-hmm. I don't think there's another quest pickup over here. What about Path of Exile? No, Path of Exile is like notoriously melee as a joke in there. It's like, oh, see, I can't click this guy either. Something's definitely glitching out here.
If
Oh,
I
there we
look
go.
worried,
Hit escape.
it's because a pious.
Then it works again. Okay, I'll try that next time. No, Path of Exile, no one plays freaking actual just melee attacks. Flicker Strike might be an exception. I mean, it's been a while, so I don't know what the meta is, but mostly it's like, well, I'm going to equip a melee weapon, but I'm using, you know, giant, like, earthquake fisher crap. I think we're going to get our Squall here. And I'm kind of hoping that even with just one level, it might be, like, valid as a damage source here. But it's because I think we'll have just enough skill points to get rank 1. Might be wrong. And if it's still not impressive, then we'll have to wait one more level to really push it. Melee's much better these days than Poe. Yeah, but I mean, you know, does better mean good? I have no doubt that it's better, but it's always been something they struggle with. It doesn't help as well that, like, Path of Exile, like, especially Path of Exile 1, which admittedly they are slowing down a little, but it's so fast and so, like, one-shot kill, and I don't know, man. Yes, I have played this game with the, like, the various mods that add extra enemies, like the X-Max mod, yeah. So, like, 10 times enemy density. It's quite fun, although then even more emphasizes the, well, you've got to really base yourself against some sort of AoE. All right, 1, 2, oh, no, 3. There we go. So next level, I'll be able to put points in Squall. So we'll just slap 3 points in Squall at that point. Hey, Nessus. This guy is going to be very dangerous. And I just realized I had my fingers in the wrong hotkey spot. I had my fingers on E and R, which are where the potions are in Grim Dawn. So this guy will only chase us so far and then kite and reset. There it is. Oh, there's a leash range. That's interesting. So we'll just wait for our health to restore here. Reset you. Oh, do you have a new leash range now? Because of the re-engagement? Oh, and I'm trying to use spacebar to do evade, which doesn't exist in this game. Didn't exist in Grim Dawn until, like, the most recent big update. I think there, somewhere around here, there's another dude for us to free. We can take a second and do that. Well, free. Someone's worried about some old man. And it turns out he's just been murdering everything. Somewhere over on the right side of the map, I thought. Yeah, Grim Dawn has an evade button. They no longer have potions. Like, the potion mechanic is just, like, a built-in character cooldown. I was just thinking maybe it'd be nice to get a level. I suspect Squall isn't going to help us that much against the boss, because it is, like, kind of a multi-target thing. I guess I'm wrong about where I'm supposed to be going here. Alright, well, it's some XP anyway. Now, for the bosses, and for this, I'm like, well, maybe I should have put more points into this weapon. Open Grim Dawn recently, was very confused exactly because of these changes. Grim Dawn's in an excellent state, too. Okay, there's a lot more to this map. There it is. They were all worried, oh, this old guy's dying. It's like, no, he's fine. He's killed everything. Everything that's walked and crawled on God's green earth. There are pots. I still have to, I still would love to go properly achievement hunting in Grim Dawn. Like, finish the game on hardcore mode, for example. I've got some pretty high-level characters in hardcore mode. Always reaches some point where I start getting nervous to play them, though, the permadeath. I mean, so, like, you know, I've also played plenty on non-permadeath mode, of course. Yeah, we're not going to manage a level up first. It might be worth picking up that Great Helm, just because it'll probably be a lot more armor. than my garland. We're going to check our inventory and see if we happen to be sitting on any upgrades before we start. Okay, quest marker to our west. That must be where the dude is. Let's keep clearing a little. Alright. Well, I can't wear this. Needs 66 strength. Although I could go and put some points in strength, and we might want a little bit. It's not much more armor, though, so I don't think it's worthwhile. That I think would be a decrease in damage. Okay, so all that stuff is good for is vending. Yeah, we're very potion-based regen at this point in the game. Alright, quest marker. Oh, you regened! Damn it. I waited too long. Look how much he's kicking my ass here. I could just ignore him and come back. I am wondering if even just mailing him might do more damage than my spells. I'm not sure. We'd have to. I should double check the DPS levels. No, spells are definitely doing more.
Need more energy.
Yeah, the Grim Dawn evade button is not just like a random addition either. They changed a lot of the bosses and things like that will telegraph an attack that if it lands will sort of fracture your armor. So you evade that, or if you get hit by it, you make sure you evade whatever's coming afterwards. All right, well that was more annoying than it should have been. Okay, yeah, I think we're gonna have to put a few points in the strength. There we go. Let's put on this cuirass for considerably more armor. We're losing some energy regen, but we get some health regen. That's going to be okay. We're not going to use the draining mace ball. We're done the quest. I'm just going to check here. There's a... Or, oh, no, it is. You do continue this way. Okay. But I should probably go and turn in these quests. Open the portal. And head back to Sparta. I think Leonidas will see us now.
Killed it. Go on, don't make him wait.
What's up, dude? How many people you got around here? Gotta be at least 200? 250? 290 people? I don't know. Hey, we got a free skill point. Alright, so we're gonna drop it into Squall. I mean, rank 1 Squall, no idea what to expect out of it. So, I mean, out of curiosity... Oh, we don't get the DPS number here. I guess we get the DPS number... Average damage 35 with the attack, but with the spell, 20 to 31... But it also ignores things. And the Squall right now does do damage, right? Or no? Doesn't it? Oh, 30% chance of 3 to 21 lightning damage. Okay, over the period of time. You put it down, it just sparks in the area. And then presumably, as we level this up, it probably gets bigger radius, more damage, maybe a higher percentage chance. Okay, so that's why it like really goes up quite a bit. And what's this modifier? Obscured visibility. Things inside it do reduce damage and have reduced resistances. Well, that's all quite good. This area of the chest right behind where we killed Centaurian. The Centaur. See, that's sort of where I thought I was going. Oh, maybe this little alcove here. I was surprised when the map continued because I'd expected a dead end. There it is. All right. AoE looting might be nice.
You can't. You have no more room.
Oh, hello. Draining Staff of Insight. Okay, so we're gonna go and equip the staff here. Oh, does it mean no shield? It is nice because this is a ranged attack that also scales off our intelligence and boosts our intelligence. Whatever. Should we just commit to like being a spellcaster kind of vibe? Because now, can you not control click to force the attack? Thought. Maybe not in this game. Shift click, control click. I mean, I guess I can put the attack on right click and then it'll work. I think that's often what we do is like, you put your... Oh, can we not force the left click to just be a move? Now I can hold right click and just force the attack, which is good for the situations where accidentally like clicking past someone instead of attacking them, which is pretty terrible.
You have no more room.
Why did you regen? A little more armor, but I don't know. Throw those on for the energy regen. Toss this non-magic shit. Click sort button. Grab that. Grab that. Just right click. bore with that stuff. Okay. There's a hotkey. The filters here is nowhere near as good as Grim Dawn. What we want to do is the filter. So if we use X as our filter toggle, there you go. It'll not show the white items. Now it's a little annoying because we can't actually confirm that the filter is on, but so you have to check it from time to time. Again, oh yeah, let's try a squall here. Yeah, that's not going to do anything right now, is it? So we're just going to be right-clicking with our staff for a little bit. Because yeah, it's not even triggering them. But yeah, if we get it really big and we increase the percentage rate at which things fire, that'll be nice. See? There you go. The loot filter was off. I guess it wasn't showing the chest, so that would have also been a good hint there. Mm-hmm. Oh, I lost the strength for the chest piece. You know, I'll go ahead and invest one more. We really don't want to invest too much, but we'll do that one. Yes, you can do the 2-year setup. I rarely do that because then I just forget stuff's on the other side, but you can hold a little bit more gear that way for sailing. I'd rather be investing in health and maybe intelligence. Intelligence for damage boosting, but mostly health, because it turns out you can't... It's really hard to do damage if you're dead. So, you know, health, good. I don't think this is for a quest. It's been a long time since I've played Titan Quest. I might be wrong. I mean, yeah, I guess I can always just cast Squall right where we're semi-meleeing. If you don't deal enough damage, you die. It's true. There's a direct relationship there. If I just don't do anything. Well, they are taking damage. Each character doesn't get any HP from the Guru Masteries, so you have to level up the health. That is true too.
You can't carry anymore.
Okay. Let's... I mean, you know what? I guess what I should do is probably at this point, because we have no money. Let's do a quick vend. Control. So control click to area loot in this game. You get spoiled, again, with Grim Dawn, that they did add a lot of area looting. Where's the vendor I'm looking for? Because there was the star dude. Is it back here? I guess a lot of times I go to the other town. Maybe it's the other way. There's a lightning bolt dude. Where's the regular equipment vendor here? I don't remember. I guess I can just jump to the other city.
If you're going out there, don't go unprepared. It is not safe. Buy what you need here.
Oh, let's wear that. Okay. You know, let's wear that. More armor, and it's got the int, which is nice. We're not going to use this. We're not going to use this. Okay. And get a bunch of potions. A lot of times I just try to keep 99 of each. All that good enough for now. All right. I missed the Shrine of Mastery. I think my Titan Quest rule has usually been everything goes into health other than what I need to equip the gear that I want to wear. I think that's usually how I operate in Titan Quest. Whether or not that's correct, I don't know. But at least it's a pretty simple rule to follow. Alright, so let's dump a bunch more points in Squall. Oh, Shrine of Mastery is active, which is giving us a bunch of passive points. To everything. That is cooldown on Squall. know how much I'm loving the spells here. Maybe I should have gone Earth first and experimented with that. Or just gone with the enchant our weapons and smack people with it build. Now, one of the things that happens a lot, in basically every ARPG, a lot of times, whatever your late game plan is, a lot of times it's reliant on abilities and, you know, maybe combos from uniques and stuff like that that you can't get going for a while. So, you know, usually have like some build you're using. Oh, I can use ENR in this game. Use it reflexively here. You are going to kill. Oh, and again, our loot filter was off. Maybe I'll just keep using alt because it's safer and more reliable. I'll ignore the white quality stuff. So I'm really hoping, like, I have no idea what Titan Quest 2 is going to be. I don't know if we've gotten any information about it, other than, you know, persistently coming soon. And again, part of the reason for coming up with this is, like, they are saying that, like, some of it's building up. Like, they were asking for beta alpha testers. This was back in March. I'm just hoping it's soon. Mostly I was just thinking ARPG. It's going to be this or Last Epoch today. Those are two of them I'm enjoying the most. Well, sorry, Grim Dawn and Last Epoch tend to be the one I enjoy the most, but the fact that theoretically Titan Quest 2 keeps, you know, circling through the news. Definitely going to play it whenever it's around. Alright, well, that squall worked out pretty nicely. That's nice about these archers is they stand around. So they're not constantly running out of the squall area. So they just sit there and die. Okay, and we are doing enough damage now. I mean, skeletons are pretty squishy, but that now when they get hit by a little explosion, it actually does something. So control and shift. No, there's no, I'm not getting any area looting. And control is just one of the keys that cycles, that cycles my hotkeys. Unless I have something like obsolete. There's like an item pickup button in Grim Dawn. I don't know if there is one here. Skunk Works? Why are you asking? I mean, are you talking about the Skunk Works from Terra Invicta? Okay. Well, first of all, you can literally Google that question. Secondly, we're not playing Terra Invicta. That's very confusing. Skunk Works like an area like an R&D thing, right? Research and development kind of stuff where people are like trying out new technologies and right? I mean, I don't know if that's the proper definition. I feel like ChatGPT right now. Or maybe that's just the kind of questions I tend to ask AI. Because usually, like, with a question like that, the AI is going to do a way better job than any goddamn Googling. Where, first of all, you're getting, like, you're getting some page of, like, top 15 things you didn't know about Skunk Works that doesn't define anything, and, you know, let me tell you my life story before I tell you the recipe for Skunk Works. Now, I do hate the little AI auto answer at the top of Google search. Because if I'm Google searching something, right? I don't want an AI answer. If I want an AI answer, I would go to ChatGPT or whatever. When I'm Googling something, it's because I want page results. You can save the electricity. All right, the squall's feeling pretty nice now. An often used word? No. I would not say so. Like, it's definitely not something you use in everyday speech. Yeah, we could be enchanting our shit too. You did not die from that squall. Yeah, different search engines. Sometimes you use DuckDuckGo. Alright, you got a new town. It's Digia! Yes, your water is bad. I don't know if there's another quest pickup here. Can't remember. Then you're just out of town. There's some zombies. Okay, we gotta go...
I used to sell plows and
sell
scythes
that.
to farmers, but since the monsters, it's been swords and shields, greaves and spears.
I don't think this staff is actually an upgrade, despite the higher stat requirement. Get rid of you. Get rid of you. Potion-wise, we still got lots of good.
Guide you.
Ecosio is the one you're using. Oh, I don't know that one. All right, you got spiders. If anyone's got issues seeing spidery stuff, I apologize. Like every game's got some spiders at some point, right?
Mortal, I am a naiad, the spirit
Hello, naiad.
of spring.
Thanks for letting me know about the poison spring in the fetid lair. I appreciate you. Oh, your flavor text was really compelling. Let's just squall in place and then auto attack, auto attack, auto attack, squall, auto attack, auto attack, auto attack. Loot, loot. I'm an naiad. There's an XP in there. Yeah. There's stuff for you to right-click and kill. Go at it. Hello, quest ones. I am netted and dying. Awesome. Couldn't move. Anti-spider mod for BG3. Replace all spiders with Crash. Crash then rigs the doggo. The dried animations makes it 100 times more horrifying. Ooh. Yeah, a lot of games have mods. Some have built-in options to replace spiders or something else. Crap. Oh, I can't even pick up items? Like, it's fine. They'll die to the squall. I'll just loot shit, but... Alright, another level up is handy. Alright, let's just keep dumping points in squall. See how it feels. And when we get to Delphi, we can go and respec with the Oracle. I keep canceling my cast animation too, because there's a little bit of a delay between hitting the button and it landing. And you can see her like raise her staff for a second, and then click canceling. Satisfactory changed the spider creatures to holograms of different cats. Kind of made it scary when a horde of 100 cats charges you meowing. That's another game I have to revisit. There's a few other factory builders that I have to revisit. Or visit for the first time as well. Alright, I'm back. And I'm pissed. Oh, see, I canceled the goddamn squall again. I think most things in in Grim Dawn, not to mention Last Epoch, I think are much more like insta-cast, like there's no cast delay. And so my muscle memory is really adapted for something else. Faster. Whew. Also, being poisoned does not help with the survivability. See, I think... okay. Hang on. I might not be able to play this. The fact that, like, the loot filter can't be locked on is horrifying. Because just every now and again, I'm like, hold on, I haven't seen any goddamn loot for a while. And it turns out, no, there's lots of it. It's just, there's a million different things, a million different keys that toggle the loot filters.
Your inventory is full.
Oi. That's not great. All right, so all this arachnid stuff is pretty good. Doesn't need a lot of strength. How little strength can we get away with on this character? The energy. I don't think I need more energy. I'm not convinced I terribly need dexterity either, but it does boost defensive ability, which is nice to take a little less damage. Yeah, it's not about like, because by default it's like Control X and Alt, I think, toggle the various loot filters. The problem is they keep getting toggled off, possibly by me just clicking something random, but they keep going away, and it's just, I'm not seeing any loot at all. I really, Grim Dawn has really nice and convenient loot filtering, and okay, weird lag. And Last Epoch has the greatest loot filter of any action RPG ever. It is not even close. It's
You
amazing.
have cleansed the poison from the cave. My waters will...
No one else has anything to congratulate me? I mean, I know I got quest rewards already from Naiad, but still want other people to tell me how awesome I am. You think I'm doing this for something other than ego? No way, man. Last Epoch loot filters, however much you do it. Now, there's the caveat. That only works if you don't have to ID shit. And to be fair, I think the need to ID equipment is a relic of older ARPGs that is in turn a relic of D&D, where it does actually make sense because there's, you know, it's more role playing, more story development in D&D to maybe not have everything auto ID'd instantly. But does it really fit in an action RPG? Not so much. So the problem is if loot isn't auto ID'd, then you can't have loot filters that are sensitive to the actual stats of an item. All right, the best you can do is like the class of the item. And maybe some other secondary sort of effects. That probably work for very much. These explode into feathers. See, and right now I have no idea if I've turned off the loot filter or not. And yeah, no, it's still on. So sometimes I just give it a little double tap of Alt to see if anything changes. Now I know the loot filter's on because I can see the chest. You know, as opposed to... It's not even a loot filter. It's does loot show. It's like, well, yeah, it's... Action RPGs are all about loot. Like, I want to be seeing loot as the default. Need some base engine upgrades. Port this to Grim Dawn engine. I bet you someone has done that. Someone ported like Diablo to Grim Dawn, didn't they? Something insane like that? Oh, we're gonna find the turtles here on the coast. Ones that are super hard to kill. Yeah. Super tanky. Now, I think they're mostly just really armored. So it could be that with spells, they're not gonna be that annoying. No, they're still pretty annoying to kill. I mean, this is just like fighting freaking tortoises in RimWorld. Like, the only thing that shooting a tortoise is good for is training up your shooting skill, because you're going to have to do it a lot. Now, in real life, I don't think that turtle shells are made out of freaking Kevlar or anything like that. So, but, you know, RimWorld tortoises, I think their shells are made out of plasteel. The only thing that makes sense. Very high pierce resistance, nightmare for archers and spears. Oh, that makes some sense. But yeah, I like the look and vibe of this game so much. Bucklers we're gonna ignore, and that's because there's no actual loot filter at all in this game. I can't, you know, ignore item types and things. Like Grim Dawn's loot filter is remarkably simple, especially when you compare it to something like Last Epoch, but Last I think. But it is fine and perfectly functional for what you're looking for. There's a little side cave over here. I don't think there's anything real here. That might just be like one big loot chest or something. Battle marker. I think the battle marker is mostly going to help me if I decide to melee, right? I don't know everything the battle marker uses. Die, turtle. Just check and see if there's some sort of chest in here, but not really seeing it. I mean, we hit the one ornate chest, but that's about it. Maybe things are packed up nicely. We can kill stuff for more XP. Realize you hadn't died in there. You die now? Thanks. Alright, so we can pick our second class. So let's go Earth. And put at least 1 point in it to lock it down. So now our character is an elementalist. That is our class. Storm plus Earth equals elementalist. So I think that the combo actually works really well if you get Earth Enchantment, which makes your weapons deal fire damage, plus Storm Nimbus, which makes your weapons deal cold and lightning. Then your weapons just hit for all the elements. As a combo, I don't know what's necessarily going on here if we're like playing as a spellcaster. We do get a summon here, don't we? Is this, yeah, right here, the Core Dweller. He might be a lot of fun. Just summon him to smash people in the face. For now, though, I'll keep pointing into Squall and we can play with this for now. Welcome to Earth. Like, why are you glowing? Do you have a quest? No, it's not a purple glow. Are you just like an elite? An aura thing because you're a shaman, maybe? I don't know. Fireball and Fisher. Yeah, so I mean, the question is, like, we don't want all the spells, because first of all, you only have so many skill points. And you also have so many, you know, click actions. I mean, if they have cooldowns, then I guess you can just keep cycling through. I don't tend to like the piano builds too much. Where you're cycling, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 5, 1, 2. Like, meh. I've tolerated this sort of thing for a long time in ARPGs, or in MMOs is what I mean to say. But I don't know, I got time for that shit anymore. All right, hello Megara. So we got
The truth is,
caravan dude. We're banking stuff.
Welcome, welcome. A fine
12 armor,
like yourself.
more energy. We lose some health, but I guess that's gonna be fine.
What you're looking for.
Pierce resistance is quite good. Lose a little bit of armor. I'll sell you. Sell that. I'll wear this bangle. Although we're not really hurting for energy regeneration right now. That'll be useful at player level 12. You know what? We'll just sell you. We'll get some other crap before then. And I'll keep the fire resistance. That's going to be fine.
Come again.
Potion. And that's the thing. The potion management is another thing that action RPGs need to move away from. And a lot of them have, because they're sort of pointless. Like here, it's like, after the first 5 minutes of the game, money stops being an issue in terms of potion management. And then it's just sort of annoying to do it. It used to be really annoying because these things didn't stack very high. And obviously, if we're talking about like Diablo 2, like potion and belt management, I can't imagine anything shittier to deal with again. Like, my god, no, never. But then, like, with Grim Dawn, for example, they had potions, and they're like, well, what are potions other than, like, a heal, like a health and a mana restoration that is on a cooldown? That's what these potions are, right? I mean, if it's spammable, then that's another kind of abuse, in which case potions are just an extended health pool and stuff like that. So, like, fully spammable potions and stuff like that is its own design problem, because effectively it's just an extended health pool, because then you're basically expected to constantly be drinking potions, which is sort of what happens a lot in Diablo 2 for a period of the game. And if it's in a cooldown, then yeah, it's just a button that's on a cooldown to regenerate things. And unless there's some good reason for the potions to be super rare, and there's some good mechanics for it, like the way potions regenerate in Path of Exile is kind of interesting, and you only get the 5 slots, and they use potions for different things. Last Epoch's got a very limited potion pool as well, that, you know, you pick up from time to time. So it's sort of, Last Epoch, the way it works is very much like it's an extended health pool that, that, you know, kind of refills itself as you kill stuff, is effectively the way the mechanic you can break down. Now, everything in video game gets to a point where it sounds stupid if you break it down enough. Well, all this game is you push buttons, and then at some point the game ends. Okay, so let's try not to break it down too much. But with the Grim Dawn thing is, okay, well, what you have is a button you can click from time to time to give you some burst healings in case of emergency. So why do you need an inventory potion for that? So they're like, okay, we'll just make it be exactly that. You have 2 buttons that are always on your UI. They have a cooldown, and you can push them, and they give you a certain amount of health and a certain amount of mana. And it's just emergency buttons that are always around, and you don't have to, like, every now and again go into a shop and right-click some potions to buy them. You don't have to click on potions on the ground to pick them up. Lovely. Brilliant. Now, sometimes you need bullshit things to exist in the game, because sometimes that tedium and minutia is what adds sort of, you know, a little realism, a little filler material. Like, a little bit of filler is not a bad thing. On the other hand, some of these are action RPGs, because you're doing the same action like 10,000 times. Maybe they can be eliminated from time to time. Hey, we got our first blue item. So these are kind of unique. So there's a couple of different tiers to them, but the Labyrinthine Shield will also always basically be this, which is some variation around it. It's actually part of a set as well. We also got ourselves an extra bag at some point from doing side quests. We got a few more as we go. What's your best guess for the EU5 release? Oh, I don't know, and I'm not privy to any extra information. And if I was, I probably wouldn't be able to tell you. Piano is how you play SWTOR. Yeah, when I'm looking for action RPG builds, which admittedly for things like Titan Quest or Grim Dawn, I don't really feel like I need, because first of all, it's really easy to like do full respecs and try different things, and it's also a manageable level of complexity. But especially things with like Path of Exile, for example, like, my God, you can't make your own build in Path of Exile. I mean, obviously you can, but can you? And in there, a lot of times I'm like, so when I'm searching for builds, or at least build ideas, you know, somewhere to start, I'm like, give me a lazy build that requires very few buttons to click. It's one of the reasons I do tend to gravitate to pet builds. There's a majestic chest in there we're gonna have to grab on our way out. Like, pet builds, great. They're just gonna go and like kill things on their own, right? Although not in Last Epoch. What's interesting about in LE is that almost every pet ability, you know, you click it, it summons some pets. But then once you've got your maximum number of pets out, the clicking the button is still something that tends to interact with your pets. So for example, for wolves, when you hit your maximum number of wolves, well then your summon wolf button, in that case, becomes a cause your wolf to howl button, which makes them, like, gives them a buff. So you still want to hit those buttons. Now that makes a lot of sense in Last Epoch, because you can literally only ever have 5 abilities on your toolbar. But they also got rid of a lot of other ARPG bullshit. Like, I hate spells in ARPGs or MMOs that you have to recast from time to time. Like buffs. It's like, this is going to last for 5 minutes. You better remember to recast this in 5 minutes. Or in 30 seconds. Or, you know, 30 minutes isn't so bad, but at the same time, like, at a certain point, like, why? Why is there a need to, like, randomly re-push this button from time to time? Because as I always say in games, right, is a decision important and meaningful? I mean, running a buff is important, but it's not a meaningful decision. You just always want it on. You know, unless it's got a big cooldown and a short duration, in which case it becomes a, when do I hit this emergency button? That's a very different thing. But a buff you're expected to have on all the time, like, and then, but you have to recast in this really tedious way from time to time, that's really stupid. So, one of the things I like that I think I first experienced in Titan Quest, for example, are the toggle on buffs, that reserve stuff. So you just toggle this on. While it's running, part of your mana pool, and possibly some of your mana regeneration, is just being constantly, like, reserved, used up by this buff. That's cool, that's fine. So it does limit, like, how many buffs you can run, or, you know, there's some other opportunity costs going on. But you're not having to recast the bullshit. I like that. I like that a lot. Seem to recall Quill playing a character who stood around letting his pets kill everything. Grim Dawn and Last Epoch, especially Grim Dawn. What is Brimstone? Oh, it's a ring. A ring of lots more fire damage. Plus some resistances. When I get to Delphi, maybe what we'll do is we can respec out of the cold shit completely and just focus on Earth. Maybe I should have gone Earth first. Again, people pointed out my character was named Petra, which means rock. Armor stronger than Earth ammo. We could pick up Earth just for like a pet or something like that, for like the tanking element and some amount of disruption. I also want games where you can respec, but I don't want the respec to be free. Because if a respec is free or like really trivial to do, then it never makes me feel like I've got to build, right? That was sort of one of my problems with Diablo 3 and Diablo 4, especially 3. Like, it felt like there's nothing. You can always just change your skills whenever you want. And yeah, you just sort of get invested in a build by virtue of what equipment you say. This is one of my standard rants, by the way. But I always felt like, well, yeah, if I can just change whatever I am whenever I want, then how is that a build? I'm just going to mostly run around with this guy if I can, because his shit is bad. Both of them will do a lot of damage. All right, no, you guys are still alive? Well, fucking fight! What's wrong with you? I mean, I'm happy to take attention to try to cause you to live a little bit longer. Yeah, see, Disrupted. Disrupted turns off your buffs, I think, but also slowing me down. His other stomp was stunned, which is bad, because if I get stunned by it, I'm probably just dead. Hey, that stun's bad. Yeah, again there. And it's telegraphed, like, I can avoid that shit if I pay attention for 2 seconds. Wait for it to go, recast the scroll. Yeah, I can eat a disruption, that's fine. I keep hitting spacebar to try to evade. Hey, thank you for dying. Oh, Storm has... Does Storm has the Wisp? Yeah! Summon Wisp! Of course! It has been too long. I seem to recall enjoying the Wisp with some of the other pets? Maybe I'm thinking of stuff in like the Dream Tree or something like that. I don't know. Chaos Sash. Money, 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 money. Hoi polloi. One thing. Chaos Sash. Health, energy, defensibility, undead. 80 dexterity, 140 intelligence. Well, we'll see. Oops. I don't think there's anything in here other than, like, another chest. I think it's mostly a dead end. Wisp is great, just fact. Oh, yeah, Wisp can't die. Ah, yeah. So no micromanagement. Now, I don't think we're going to be investing in, like, pet damage items or anything like that. So it is going to be semi-reliant on whatever it can provide out of the box. There's usually like a bigger chest in these, even if there's no quest, which I don't think this one has a quest attached to it. Shrine. Oh! Hello. You're a monster. Ooh, I got netted again. Okay, that's not great. Level up. I'll deal with that in a second. There we go. Kind of missed the Grim Dawn, like, getting faction bonus from killing these name dudes. Alright, I'm still going to commit to maxing out the Squall. Clearly good enough to use, and if I'm using it, then I want it to be as good as possible. A lot of times I've been an advocate of, like, max out your mastery as soon as possible, because the stats will help you equip things. I mean, will generally make you a little bit better and tend to give you a lot of health as well. But in this case, I mean, we need something to attack with, and since we're not using just weapon attacks, we can't just be reliant on, well, I got a good sword, so I can just use that for a while. And my spell. Hello, cat people. Life eaters. I think life eaters, they do drain your health. So they're actually really problematic if you don't have enough DPS. Which we're not really having here. Not against, see, because they're healing faster than I can damage them. Just kind of a sign of some issues with their characters. So again, I apologize if today's kind of a low-key stream. I just did not have the brain power to play anything that needed some focus. And I definitely didn't want to play Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup because I just figured I would make some dumb, impatient moves and die and ruin our run. And that was going to make me unhappy. The maps are not randomly generated in this game. Whoa, damage and stuck. Character's way too squishy. Character's way too squishy. I'll dump some more points in the health. I mean, we did go from 800 something to 1,000 something there, so those health like contributions do add up. But I mean, mostly what we need is damage mitigation. Yeah, I don't mind hand-built maps. Like, randomly generated stuff is good for, like, maybe some endgame shit. You know, for replayability and things. This doesn't really have the same kind of endgame that way. You know, Path of Exile has really good extended endgame. With all the mapping and things, is very good. But, hand-drawn maps look lovely and can tell you an environmental story. That's the reason I tend to rate Grim Dawn as my #1 ARPG, is because the environmental storytelling is really high up. And generally speaking, I like the story and the lore. You do have to sort of like self-discover the lore by reading like journal entries and things a lot, but they are very good. Oh, do you have a quest? Why can't I use my spell? I can't cast my spell here. Okay. This quest giver guy. It's probably for this. Yeah, it was weird. I was just hitting one and nothing was happening until I moved my mouse to somewhere else. I'm not sure why. It's whiskey and chocolate. Wait, what's that?
Here's to knowing when you just need a relaxed day and something chill.
Hey,
Nice
Ian.
to have in the background for me too.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm just going to be watching some YouTube and live streams for the rest of the day, I'm pretty sure. You know, just turn off the old cerebellum. Although, between the two contributions, Whiskey and Chocolate Fund, I think are you not dead yet? Maiden Princess. I think a really good way to turn off the brain cells is to kill a few. So, I think there might be a little road trip. I'm going to take the van a couple of blocks and go pick up some little brown liquor. Chiron's bow. All right. Fuckery cave entrance. Oh yeah, maybe that was part of it. It's too close to the cave entrance and the targeting was weird. I don't know how far back I gotta go and find the quest giver. Oh, is it right here? Hello, you.
Gentle greeting.
Chiron, yeah, I found your bow, buddy.
Guess how.
You're welcome. 2 attribute points, thanks. I'm gonna put him into health. Oh, I died? Oh, shit. I was like, hey, this is the place where I died. Right, hold on, this is the place where I died. Unfortunately, Chiron's not gonna help me at all. But these centaurs and stuff, they do pierce damage and things. They do actually tend to rip up a lot of new characters. At least I could just run into Ambrosis as well. I think this is like a weird, like, doesn't even count as a real village. Like, it doesn't have a lot of things here. I don't think there's a fast travel point in this one.
A blacksmith of
I see you've traveled a long road, stranger. Come, have a look. I might have something to suit your needs.
Maybe it's yeah, let's replace. I don't care about the dexterity, we're just doing it for the resistance. Replace that. Maybe I should
Safe
stash
travels.
those. I don't just keep.
I was on my way from...
All right, so the olive groves over here are going to be on fire, right? Is this the place? Am I remembering? Oh, maybe not. Maybe I'm not there yet. Ooh. Companion's Guard. I don't think the animation in this game is as strong as Grim Dawn either, but... Ew, excuse me! Oh, that eyeball over your head means you've been, like, your pierce resistance, I believe, has been reduced. I think is what that particular ability is. Despite the fact that, as I said, like, actual melee in this game does not feel particularly good to me, the builds that sort of make use of your melee weapons I do feel are pretty strong in this game. Because you can get a lot of, like, huge damage modifiers on regular melee weapons that then gets used by some of your other abilities, right? It's totally not a spell. You're just, like, hitting the ground with your weapon or something, but it's basically a spell. But except that it scales based on your weapons. All right, more fires! Or, sorry, more spiders! Huzzay! So exciting. Probably another boss that'll kill us here because the characters are way too squishy. Let me move, let me move, let me move. Well, at least I can kill your ads real fast. Call this character the ad blocker. Alright, this is actually turned out pretty easy. Investing health probably benefit us a fair bit. We'll come over here and we'll get ourselves a little olive branch. We needed this to make an offering to the Oracle at Delphi. Delphi? Yeah. DiGiorno? No to buckler, maybe the helmet. No to buckler, knives, buckler, protective circlet. Okay, I'll take a look at those items after. Nope, this fire stays on. No toggling of fires. You know, I planted my own olive tree when I was in Rome. Hopefully that's not on fire. Alright, come around here. Loop under the bridge. I don't know if we have to turn in the quest in town. I hope not, because I really don't want to backtrack to the town. And it doesn't have a fast travel point. Might be a quest we never finish. Let's see. This swamp here, so this game does have the New Game Plus kind of thing, right? I'm pretty sure. Where you like clear it and you play again on a higher difficulty. And you clear it again and do that. And I think there's like an extra boss in these swamps. There's like a Hydra on the later difficulties, I think, that isn't on the base one. Okay, I'm gonna go back to just spending some point in the mastery for now. Quest caravan looting before the bridge. Hello, big boy. Whoa! No damage! Oh no, I can't move! Let me move! Oh, Lord. Okay, apparently I can't dodge those little shadow things. That's not great. I think I'm just gonna die here. Ah! I need pets to be passively damaging these guys. The fact that I can't dodge those shadow balls is real bad. Like, ideally I'd love to kite him around in here, but it's like, I feel like I have to run much more linearly. Oh, you're never gonna die. Okay. You're too high level. What level are you? Level 18? I'm level 10. Leave me alone. I don't wanna. Oh, you played the closed beta for NO 117. Got pumped for release? Yeah. Well, that was less than great. I don't know how far back I have to go for that quest. Probably too far back. Anyway, let's just ignore that cave. And oh, it is still back up here. Oh, no, that's a dead end? Alright. Go to the bridge, yeah, I'm not gonna back too far. Screw it. Screw it! The lower Delphi. You'd think I was pretty close to Delphi, but I'm not. Still a while to go. And to me, that's like the big first thing. Because you do get, I think you get some free stat points from turning some things there. It's like the end of one of the acts. And then the respec tends to be a big deal. Because it's like, usually you've made some bare minimums. There you go, side quest. Found the Master Blacksmith. Huzzah.
Greetings. How can I help you?
It's got more armor, so we'll put that on. We're not getting the stats for you. We don't have the stats for you. I should probably just sell the blue items too, but... where are those? Lightning resistance. Do that. Drop the dexterity. Alright. What's our potion count? Hello.
Goodbye now.
Goodbye. This guy sells dyes too. That's always nice. I mean, a bunch of them sells dyes, but I think he sells different dyes. Oh yeah, I can wear the blue ring. Yeah, it was pretty good. Let's put it over on that. One thing this game does not have, pants. No pants for you. It's okay. It's not like you have any major arteries running through your thighs or anything like that. You don't have to protect them. Unimportant. That is some real damage there, buddy. All right, thank you for dying. They didn't have pants anymore. This way? No. Not this way. I saw the purple. The pink is the wells, and that generally indicates the region, the direction you want to go to. There's also, sometimes you see like little torches that light as you go by. That's a good indicator that you're progressing. Is it open to the public or only streamers? This game is 1,000 million years old. You can pick it up for next to nothing on Steam. I mean, it's got a cheap base price and comes up on a deep sale all the time too. Now, there will be a Titan Quest 2 at some point in hopefully the near future. And they're apparently, as of March, we're accepting some people from maybe trying out the alpha. For all I know, that's come and gone. I don't know if they're still looking for people for that. Now in the Delphi Highlands. Here are the bagpipes. And the city of Delphi. Although it's seen better days. Yeah, this is old TQ. We don't know when new TQ will come. I don't remember what the Steam page looks like. I guess we can pull it up. I don't think I'll get XP for those. Maybe some. I think as long as they haven't been touched by a guard, or like maybe as long as the guards don't get the first hit. I don't know what the rules are in terms of whether or not get XP from those guys. Just looking, because I think, yeah, I was going to say there's some little side quests in some of these back areas. And again, you don't have to pick up the quest from the quest, like, initiator to do it. Although it's helpful because then you get, something in your logs that track. Here's your olive branch.
You will. I have given my prophecy.
There you go, permanent 5% cold resist. That's nice.
Foothills.
Cool. Can I huff some of these hallucinogenic gases? Sounds like a real good time. So yeah, we got the weapons vendor over here. Can sell that.
So long.
Sensibility. No, I'll take the resistance. And then, oh, you got to make sure to grab this. Am I wrong? Is that where this respec person is? Did I just walk by them?
I sell to the wise and powerful. Bye.
Please, no. Honored to do business.
What is it? Good riddance.
That was... Do I have to talk to someone else? I thought it was someone over here.
Everything done can be undone. It is this.
I was sure you used to be over there. Maybe I'm just on the crazy. Could be on the crazy juice. I was sure they were over there. All right, anyway, here you can respec. So yeah, we could, at this point, we could experiment with different things, which might be fun. You can't decrease points from mastery. I think you can in Grim Dawn. So we might not want to do it quite yet, because I don't know what we'd be able to access. Ring of Flames. Volcanic Orb. I think Volcanic Orb's kind of fun, isn't it? And then we got our little, like, top tier stuff over here, too. I don't know if it's worth, like, taking the points. Oh, I should take the points out of Ice Shard. I don't use that at all.
Your choices have been made.
Been standing for ages. Yeah, I must just have a bad memory, getting confused with some other place in some other game, maybe. Storm Surge. When activated, each mini has a chance of unleashing violent squall. The Storm Nimbus. How's their attacks? This doesn't modify Squall, does it? I feel like the answer is no. Although the next tick does give me percentage cold damage. I don't know if it's just to this or not. And and lightning damage. Like, I don't know. I'd have to go and look up to see if lightning or Storm Nimbus interacts with Squall. No, Storm Nimbus only applies to basic attacks. And that's certainly how I'm reading it. These tend to be really good. Usually you do want some defensive tools. So this gives us the ability to like freeze someone, which is nice. Makes it hard to damage physically and gives them damage absorption. So I don't know if that's what I want. Should we try Thunderball? You know what? Just for funsies, let's unspec out a Squall.
Dissolve your past. Relearn your future.
Oh, I don't have enough money for more. Okay, that actually, the cost of that went up way faster than I expected. So let's put Thunderball. Ooh, let's play with that. Storm Nimbus doesn't boost Squall, only its upgrade percentage damage does. Okay, so we could put one rank in Storm Nimbus and then... Ooh, the cooldown on this is super long. A lot longer than the... Ooh, that is satisfying. But it's a lot longer of cooldown than the Squall. Wow, that is, yeah. Well, it could be worked nicely with like kind of a hit and run kind of thing. All right, we're just like, do that. I'm gonna run around for a while, maybe stack up a few more dudes, and at least it's not reliant on anyone standing in the Squall area. Radius isn't big enough to hit both of those guys there. This might be better for like uniques and stuff too, especially with the whole sort of like run, evade. So the longer cooldown might be less of a problem. Yeah, that radius is not big enough, especially for the cooldown. It does like kill things. Kills things dead. Yeah, we'll go back to ice shards. I just want to experiment with this. See how it feels. It like eats a lot of clicks. I think because I expect it to respond a little bit more instantly, and then I move away. So I had to run back for that temple or that shrine. And it does. I think it's trying to do smart targeting. Maybe that's something I can turn off. But I've noticed a few times I try to drop the Squall in a particular area, and it like drops it on top of someone who is nearby, but not actually where I clicked. So I think there's some element of smart targeting that is trying to be applied here, which is not necessarily as smart as I would like. Thought I saw something. Boom. And yeah, I think one of the reasons people like Squall is because it's got built-in defense, too. It's not just about killing. It nerfs range attacks. Oops, something is eating a lot of mana, though. So, right now, the plan for Monday, the plan for Saturday is to play some more RimWorld Space Pirates. There's a part of me that wants to put out a little warning of, I might decide that I am actually a little due for a break, and that might not happen, especially since this weekend is like a long weekend, and I'm going to be visiting my parents for part of it, so I could decide to like leave earlier. And there might not be a stream on Saturday. Right now, the intention is that there will be, but just as a by-the-by. This has got all the expansions, yeah, for Titan Quest. I really should have played the new class. It seems to be potion-based. Hey, level up, and we've crossed through to a new area. Okay, if I go, first of all, do this, because we could put these things, Concussive Blast and Thunderball, Spark Sleep from National Explosion. That might be fun. We can get the obscure visibility for the Squall. We shall see. I think my loot filter is off again. Yeah, see, that's annoying. I'm trying real hard to push through for another 20 minutes here to bring the stream to the natural conclusion. To go and raid a Kiss for Luck. But yeah. Whew. Nap time. Well, maybe pick up some brown liquid first time and then nap time. Try to take her easy for the rest of the day. Maybe go watch Happy Gilmore 2. I hadn't realized until my friend mentioned it yesterday. I didn't realize it was like a Netflix thing. And I remember Happy Gilmore from my youth. I think I went to see it in theaters with a friend of mine at the time. I don't know if I've ever rewatched it since then. But I sure as heck had fun with it then. Okay, heal faster, heal faster, heal faster, heal faster. Run away a little bit. Nuke. Run, 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 run. Squall. Does being disrupted set all your stuff on cooldown? Maybe it does more than I was giving credit for. Oh, you still have a fuck ton of hit points. Jeepus. Okay, we gotta trim down some of your dudes, too. Disrupted. Yeah, I think it is putting all my stuff on cooldown. Oh, wow, that is super annoying. I missed with the squall there. Got squalled. Disrupted. Is disrupting also draining my hit points? Or my mana? Oh! Something! Okay, no, disrupting is definitely eliminating my mana. Oh, frack. Okay. That's a good thing I got lots of mana potions. Sunfall has held up the built-in stun, too? It does have built-in stun. Okay, that is actually kind of valuable. His name's Spellbreaker. Okay. Legit. I'll give you that. Oh, yes. Here's the satyr vendor. Hello. More armor. A lot of health. Even more armor. Pierce retaliation, energy regen. Do that just for lots and lots of hit points. Everything's grayed out, my spells don't work. I can't right-click you either. I can drink potions. I can't cast spells. I can't right-click. There's something glitchy here. And I feel like it has a little bit to do. Yeah, see, this isn't highlighted. It's stuck in some sort of UI mode where nothing is responding. Feel the game client is bugged. Yep, I think the game client might be a little bit bugged too. Yeah, I still can't do it. Like, exit the main menu and come back in, then it seems to fix it. Does this have anything to do with it? This little, like, alert? I don't feel like I ever used to deal with this. Got a photo of me playing this in 2006, newborn daughter in my lap. Wow! Good photo in Titan Quest, clearly on the monitor, made it memorable. It's been a minute. There we go, now I can use my spells again. And maybe it got stuck with, like, alt toggled on. And that actually visually looks right. Maybe that's it. Next time it happens, I can tap alt to try to reset. That's probably what happened. Speaking of alt, gotta get the loots back up. Hang on, before we end, what I want to do is I want to load up my other characters and see what kind of things I had before. Pew, Quilius Rex, Quill Narok, Quilius Maximus, Kazap, Sprout, Koshma. Okay, level 70 is my highest level character. Esoterist. What the heck are you? What's an esoterist? What pair of classes? Oh, it's also possible that some of these guys were the ones with like the higher level start. Because I mean, I think I like wiped my game a few times. So it's possible. No. Oh, see, 81 unused skill points. Yeah. This is, and the Naden Mastery. This is one of the characters made with the advanced game start. We have a bunch of stuff spent and I still have 81 unused? Wow, that's crazy. What? You summon dudes? Terracotta servants? More servants controlled at once to higher level. I got a 2 summon limit. Okay, what's 6? Aura of Tranquility. Okay, so that's a toggle. Energy absorption, fire retaliation, physical and elemental resist. And it looks super awesome. Okay, I like that. A couple of terracotta warriors. I got a rune weapon on my left click. Oh, I'm actually losing mana right now. My aura is actually draining mana fast rating meaning. Oh, probably because I never spent an attribute point either. Yeah, I think this is the legendary start. I think it starts you with a bunch of this crap. Okay, so that's not really one of my characters. I think this is probably the hunter. Rogue hunting. I think that's a really popular category. So this is a brigand as the class, because I think they both rely on a lot of like piercing damage effects. It's like a bunch of points in marksmanship. There's fire throw projectiles that fly faster, increase damage. Art of the Hunt, which I think might be a buff. Herbal Remedy, I think might be a self-heal, which is always nice. Call the Hunt. Okay, that's a 3-minute cooldown for bonus shit. Envenom Weapon. Oh, there you go. Toggle this on. We add poison damage to our weapon. And Art of the Hunt. Yeah, add some pierce damage. It's an aura. They don't look like they're toggled on, but the buffs are definitely running there. And then I just left and right click. I've got marksmanship. All right, let's see how this feels. Yeah, I mean, it's quite nice to just like die instantly. None of these are AoEs. That kills things fast. And I think there are some good AoEs as well in like the hunter stuff and things. But I don't have any set up. I toggle on my remote cooldown thing with the Art of the Hunt. Wow. I'm one-shotting all these guys regardless, so we're not really seeing anything. But one of the problems we were running into is the fact that we weren't scaling up our attacks with like gear and stuff, which partially might be a hunt gear thing. All right, Quillicus Rex, the level 19 Conqueror. What's your deal? That's visually satisfying as a big spell, but it's effective. Yeah. What do we have here? Warfare Defense Mastery. Oh yeah, straight up, probably sword and board sort of thing with the onslaught. So these are right-click replacements that build up buffs, I think, with every hit. Yeah. The first hit always charges onslaught to the first level of the skill, continues to charge until it reaches your current skill level, and then dissipates afterwards. So you just get stacks of onslaught that increase your damage, which is pretty nice. Also your projectile speeds if you're just throwing things as well. And then under defense, I mean, mostly just some little passes and things so far. But that's not bad. So look, like, there's nothing on my quick slots. All there is left click to attack, right click, shield charge. Oh, that's nice. I was saying that, like, in this game, I don't care that much about melee, because it's not quite as nice as Grim Dawn, but it's still a lot better than a lot of action RPGs. Like, there's nothing wrong to just, like, beat the shit out of something. That feels great. Now, there's one called Koshmar, which must be with the Dream Mastery. You got a Thunderer with Quill Narok. Okay, so that's interesting. I'm assuming you've got Storm Mastery and something? What's the second class we think for this one? Actually, Rogue doesn't synergize well with hunting. Oh, kind of focused on pierce damage. Okay, so this one here, it went Storm, but went the Storm Nimbus to boost auto attacks, and then Rune Mastery. Thunder Strike. Rune Weapon. Wait. Are these... Oh, that's not a constant one. This is it's got a 7-second cooldown. Okay, so this is like an AoE little... Oh, maybe I have to specifically click on something? What's my 7 here? Rune of Life. This has got a 10-minute duration, which is annoying because then I have to remember to recast it every 10 minutes. Okay, the movement speed is insanely good. So this is just my regular left click. Choose through these guys nicely. And then, yeah, the right click, which is 7-second cooldown, has got like an AoE slash. And like, again, yeah, I guess for all I was saying of like, well, I don't do the melee thing that often. Just like running up to something really fast and seeing it die. It's pretty entertaining. So welcome to the China part of the map of the game. Ooh, okay, those plants do hit hard. They're level 38 and I'm level 28. Oh, this one's 41. But yeah, we're still just ripping through it like nothing. Now, that's not unusual in an RPG for like the start, like first 10 or 20 levels to feel kind of like meh and slow. We got a ritualist. What's a ritualist? What combination of classes is the ritualist? Place your bets. Nature plus dream. Oh, that's interesting. I really like Dream Mastery a lot as like a basis, and with like for a lot of different directions. There's some really good, like if you want to go a melee type person, you've got the Psionic Touch here. So in Psionic energies focused within your weapons cause bone shattering resonance when they contact your enemy. Just adds a bunch of vitality damage, and then it's got some fun little scaling effects, and which includes a lot of like little bursty AoE things. Distort Reality is an amazing like spellcaster sort of AoE, so I think is Distortion Wave. So if you want to play a spellcaster with like dream effects, those are really good. So under nature here, what did I look to grab? Oh, wolves! Who doesn't love wolves all the time? Okay. Oh, and hang on, Dream Mastery's got the Summon Nightmare. So the Nightmare here buffs other minions, right? Yeah, bonus to all pets. So you just put 1 rank into it, and then you max out Mastermind, which gives you a huge bonus to the damage, health regeneration, and energy regeneration of all your pets. It's good support. So there's a little Nightmare. And then, yeah, we can start summoning some wolves. I can have up to 3 of them. And then, what do I have here? A Plague! Trance, so that's a self-buff. Heart of Oak, that's another buff. So I got, like, a lot of auras. I think the idea with this build is, like, just make these wolves as strong as possible. And apparently my right click is right plague, just poison some things, or I can just go and attack them. But without me doing anything. Oh yeah, let those wolves just chooch through things. That's nice. I think this like poison and stuff is mostly something to entertain myself with. Oh, I got a little left click attack. But yeah, the wolves are just going and ripping everything apart. Ah! Whoa! Okay, they did some damage there, but that's cool. Did I have anyone else? Quizap. Elementalist. Okay, so this is what we were just playing as. I wonder what Quizap was built as. Obviously, Dream is strongest when combined with Hunting for Bow character. Ah. So Earth and Storm. I got the full Core Dweller setup. Big rocky dude, and the Wisp. So this is basically what we're playing as. And what's on my right click? Ice Shard. So I'm just... Oh! Yeah, I got the multi-attack Ice Shards. And then my little minions. Can you right click on these to... Yeah, set these guys to aggressive. I mean, they're really not as stompy as I would like. I gotta admit, like, after playing a bunch of Grim Dawn, and even Last Epoch, like, Titan Quest doesn't feel like it holds up the same way. With like the punch of a lot of the abilities. Like I think there's a lot of abilities that don't feel quite as satisfying. Yeah, they're not really killing things that quickly. Maybe it was more about me doing the auto shooting here. But I do like pets. I also have in here. And then Spraticus, the summoner. Oh, there's Kushma, Templar. Probably Dream plus defense? Maybe? Dream plus defense. A little bit of this, but mostly, yeah, mostly Distortion Wave and then Distort Reality. Like, Distortion Wave is that, and it will go and kill everything. What else do I have here? Distort Reality, the Phantom Strike to charge forward, Battle Awareness, Trance, you can only have 1. But then, if we can quickly find an enemy somewhere. So, that's not an enemy. Birds. But we get this that little, like, slow teleport's really fun. Distort reality is an amazing AoE around you. And then, yeah, that wave. It's like, we're just playing as... We're doing psychic damage spellcaster. And it's very satisfying. That, the dream, look at that. Look at that. The dream, class was one of the ones that was added, in one of the DLCs. And to me, it always felt like a better designed class, partially because of that. It feels like you can build it a bunch of different ways, and it just works really satisfying and really well. I really like Dream. So I think at some point I did burninate all my highest level stuff, and start a new save completely, probably when I moved from one computer to another. I know that my highest level characters, the end gamey ones, was based on Dream. Dream plus something, I'm not sure what. I think Dream Hunter is good too, right? Someone said something about... I don't know if they were talking about Dream plus Hunter directly. Dream plus Archery. I think I was a Dream Spear person. Dream Hunter with Spears, I feel was pretty good. But I can't recall. Anyway, all right. Killed some extra time. Dream plus Hunting is amazing. Yeah, I feel like that may have been the character I went the furthest on, but it has been some time. Kiss for Luck is streaming Dune today. We're going to go and raid her. I'm going to go and have a nap. Hopefully. So again, I'm not entirely sure what Saturday's going to look like. It'll depend on how I feel. I definitely need to get a little bit of rest in. I've been trying to do too much. So we'll see what it's like. But theoretically, Saturday is going to be RimWorld with the Space Pirates. Give a Kiss for Luck some love, and I'll see you soon. Take care of yourselves, and thank you for the contributions to the Whiskey and Chocolate Fund. I'm going to go get some. Bye-bye.